Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Chrissy here on Chrissy's Real Talk. I thought I'd just do a quick one. I've got my son in the car, so it's going to be a little bit noisy from time to time, but that's okay. What I want to talk about really is, it's just a quick one about bus drivers not being protected in every sense of the word. We do not get protected. We don't get protected by the companies we work for when things happen, even when it's not our fault, because we are literally just a number. All it matters really is that there's someone driving the bus with a bum on the seat covering mileage. And it's not just so much the corporate side that we don't get protected with, it's literally everything else inside the bus. There's very, very few bus companies in London. In fact, I've only ever seen it once, where a bus driver has a seatbelt. So we get no protection in that respect. Within the bus itself, we have no seatbelt, or 99% of buses in London have no seatbelt. Guaranteed, none of them have airbags. Not in the steering wheel, no curtain airbags at the front or side, nothing like that. The buses are made of fiberglass. You know, it's fiberglass bodies. You know, and the thing is, I've seen accidents recently where a drunk driver has driven into the front of one of my colleagues' buses, and literally where we sit, if you get hit by anything at the front, you are going to end up having your legs broken. We have absolutely no protection from anything at all, in every sense of the word. We get no protection from the companies we work for, and we get no protection as in safety protection while driving. I mean, anyone may have seen that there was a fire in a London bus depot in Green Street Green last week. I believe 11 plus buses went up, and it should be treated like an arson attack, because there's no way buses just catch on fire. It doesn't happen. So whoever's done it, I hope they get caught, because that's people's livelihoods that's been affected there. But buses go up like that because they're made of fiberglass. The bodies are fiberglass. It's a flammable substance. You can't go to a sofa shop like DFS. Other sofa shops are available, and buy a sofa without there being a warning on it, or some sort of something on it saying this sofa is made of a fire retardant material, or is fire resistant to a point. You see, because it needs to have a level of resistance to it before catching. Buses, for some reason, it's like they're made specifically. Buses are made specifically to go up in flames. They are. It's the seats are very, very flammable. The bodywork is flammable. Everything on the inside of the bus, or by the handrails, if the bus has handrails, is plastic. So realistically, the buses are designed to burn. And we get no protection at all. I mean, we get. I can see ya. It's my boy. I love that boy. You know, it's a case of, we get taught if there's a fire on the bus, you know, realistically not to try and tackle the fire. You know, they want us to, if there's a fire, open the doors, get people off as quickly and as safely and as organised and as possible, and walk upwind as far as you can, not downwind, because you choke on smoke. But that's pretty much as far as it gets. You know, we don't get any training like, this is how you use a fire extinguisher. This is how you break the glass where the fire extinguisher is, because you don't know. You see, I know the best way to break the glass to get a fire extinguisher out. I know that because I'm not a stupid idiot. However, even people that are not stupid idiots may try and break the glass to get a fire extinguisher out and damage themselves. Oliver, be quiet, please. Daddy's talking to the world. Let's have a look. Sarah, hi. Ross, hi. As far as I know, the glass. Front and rear. I'm telling you, the only fibre glass is at the front and rear of the bus, at least. Yeah. Either way, there is even a small amount of fiberglass, whether it's at the front or the rear, is too much, because it doesn't provide any protection for the driver at all, and it's flammable. You see, there's no reason really other than cost.
You're not talking to someone.
I am. I'm talking to the whole world. You see, it's they're made that way specifically to, one, keep the weight of the bus down, and because it's cheap. There's no other reason. It doesn't give the bus any structural integrity. It doesn't give it any real rigidity. Rigidity. Yeah, that's right. You are going to get in trouble in a minute if you don't stop. I mean it. 1, 2. Take the grin off your face. 3. He can't do it. I can't do it. I love that boy. But yeah, so we get no protection at all. You know, even if something was to happen and we know it's not our fault, and the CCTV for some reason is corrupted, and you know they can't drag it out, and all there is realistically, Adrian Langley, hi, how's going on? You know, it says if there's an incident on the bus, and you're not supposed to see because Daddy's talking to people, and it's a passenger's word against mine, for example, and there's no CCTV, I then have to put a report in because you're not supposed to be. You see, I'm then required to put a report in when an incident happens, and believe me, I do, and I'm very detailed about it. So if someone does try reporting me for an incident that's their fault, obviously there's 2 accounts of what happened. Because the sun's going down, that's why. So there's 2 accounts. They'll read both. They'll read the initial complaint first. Oliver, I'm on a live. Please stop. Stop it. You see? So let me go back. They'll read the report of the person who complained, and then they'll read my report. And I've got no reason to lie. But the thing is, they will always take the complaint more seriously than my report, because the customer is always right. It's just the way they go. They don't want to end up having to pay court fees or get the company dragged through the mud. It's easier to blame the driver, even when the driver's innocent, because it's just the easier thing to do. We get no protection from anyone, ever. Whether it's to do with complaints, or whether it's to do with getting injured on the bus, whether it's the bus injuring people, whether it's in regards to having an accident and us going through the windscreen with no airbags, with no seat belts, nothing. We get absolutely no protection. Bus drivers have a really, really raw deal. We really, really do. And not only that, is we're also targets. We're like the easiest targets anyone can pick on when they're having a bad day. You know, it's like, I've had a bad day, I'm going to swear at the driver. I've had a bad day, I'm not going to pay my bus fare and the driver can deal with it. I've had a bad day, I'm going to spit at the driver, because we're not supposed to get out of the cab and do anything. We're supposed to sit there like machines and be part of the bus with no emotion. We're people too. We're people too, we're human beings. We get angry, we get sad, we get happy, we cry, we laugh. We're just like you, but we drive a bus. You see, and it just seems that we get absolutely no respect, or not as much respect as bus drivers used to get, which is really sad, because it's a job that's worth having respect for, because there's so many jobs out there where people don't get any respect and they deserve it. You know, even the man in the chicken shop, you know, like Boss Man Chicken Shop from South London, you know, everyone walks in there and goes, Boss Chicken and Chips. I find that disrespectful. His name's not Boss, you know, so he's, can I have chicken and chips, please, mate? But just call him Boss. Even I get it, like Boss Man. My name's not Boss Man. You call me Driver, or you can ask me my name. I'll tell you. My name's Bob D. Builder. You know, but we're easy targets. There's no respect, and no one cares about the bus driver. All it takes is a little bit of respect, and that can help protect us in a way as well. Because if you're nice to me, and something happens on the bus, I will stand up for you. If there's a report, or the police need anything, or a statement from me, I will stick up for you. It's not a problem. If you're an arsehole towards me, and then you're an arsehole towards someone else, and then you get in trouble, I, trust me, will make that report to be all about you. I won't lie, but I'll emphasise all the key points, especially when you got on the bus and called me an arsehole. So, you know, we get no protection from anyone. So it's a case of we have to try and do our best to try and protect ourselves when it comes to passengers. But in regards to anything else on the bus, fires or accidents and stuff, we get no protection from that at all. The buses are designed to burn. You know, the fronts are designed to crumple. If an accident happens and, you know, we're sitting right at the front, you're going to have your legs broken if the speed is high enough. So I always think for bus drivers, Chris, it's not right that people give you crap. I wish all bus drivers were like you and Anton. Oh, I really thank you, appreciate that. Thank you very much. I always say thanks to the bus driver and give them. I'll tell you what, I love a biscuit bar. It's very true. But I mean, thanks for watching, everyone. It's just we get no protection as bus drivers, and I think a lot of people need to try and just understand where we're coming from, because we have to drive as safely as possible. Our first consideration as PCV holders, and any bus driver will tell you this, is the comfort and safety of all of our passengers. All of our passengers, it's the comfort and safety. First and foremost, comfort and safety. You see, so we're not going to drive like idiots. Because one, we don't want to lose our job, and two, we don't want you to be uncomfortable, and three, we want you to be safe. We really, really do. So if something was to happen on the bus, the first person who's going to feel anything realistically is the driver, because we're right at the front. You see, if I'm driving the bus and someone opens the back door on my bus, the bus is then brought to a complete stop, and it's uncomfortable for everyone because I've got no control over that. But the person who gets the brunt of that jolt forward is me, and I get no protection from that. You know, I've nearly had my face smack the steering wheel before. You know, I get no protection from that. I put a report in, and all they're saying is, "Were you holding the wheel with both hands?" Well, of course I was. So anyway, I'm going to leave that for everyone to chew over. Thank you for watching. I haven't done a live on YouTube for quite a while. I've still got a couple of things in the pipeline. Keep tuned. If you haven't found me on Facebook, find me on Facebook on Chris's Real Talk. Plenty of videos there, plenty of videos here. Like, share, subscribe. You guys are fantastic.